Millennial Plaza. I gotta think of something.
No, stop! Ew, gross.
What are you doing?
He's millennial pausing. That's why he's doing a slow blink.
Oh. Well, I
Doing
don't...
like a fast and concerted blink. We are SQUAWKING Dead, a podcast pulverizing programs beyond the Walking Dead universe. Exactly. Sometimes we give you news, sometimes we make you laugh, sometimes we yell in the background playing Roblox.
No.
That's not what he's playing.
But most times we go deep. Not today, folks. Today we're here to tell you what we've been up to and what we will be up to. Now, I'm glad people are hopping on right now. And also, I have to remind myself to open up TikTok so I can see the chat there. Sneaky chat.
Oh, I have it open.
Do you want to be the TikTok mistress?
Not with that title, but yeah, sure.
Why not? Gosh.
I don't like
She's
it.
the TikTokstress.
You made it worse somehow. I don't know why.
It's all
But
bad.
okay.
It's all bad. I'm just on TikTok, you guys.
Let's start with where we've been. Well, just about a month ago, I think we wrapped up Silo, and we wrapped up From's season 3 finale, Silo's season 2 finale, which to resounding craziness, which was lovely. And response too, by the way, we got quite the few. I was, in the middle of talking. That's fine.
You can still talk. We're listening. We can multitask.
Dave can't. Can you shut up while you're also shutting up?
Shut up.
Please. Just shut up and let me talk.
We also ran our penny raffle for Helena Relief in the midst of all this. Yeah, it was just before our season finales of these lovely, lovely projects. We've been lately connecting the fans with the talent. We really literally only have 2 people left to actually do the recordings for. Bridget and Rachel, you haven't seen any of the videos. I know you have access to
No, I haven't gotten to watch any of them.
Mm-mm.
I feel like you should, because Sharon has, and I can tell you one of the greatest things about this whole thing is just the smiles we've been able to give these people. We know that it's going to happen, but you don't really know how it's going to happen, and it just gets me every time, and I just love it. It's a great idea of Sharondy's. I still have to credit her every single time we bring this up, because that was Sharondy's idea.
It was.
Everybody has so much stuff. This was something that is one of a kind. You were the only one that has it. And it's
like instead of just rotating the items that we all just gift each other over and over and over again.
In spring, generally speaking, because there's no date yet, and there haven't been much in the way of teasers for Dead City. But Dead City should be coming sometime in the spring.
Yeah.
My guess is it's going to be April. AMC tends to do this with shows that they haven't gotten their S together about, I guess. And April is usually the month when they say spring, and it's usually the early part of the month. It's like, well, not only is it in April, but it's literally a week or 2 from the end of March or something like that. Oh, it's in the beginning of April. So that's my guess, which means a whole new season of hell for us as podcasters, because guess what? I think The Last of Us is also coming in April as well, if in fact it is.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen. Hey, Samantha.
Hey, Samantha.
I mean, that makes sense that AMC would try to throw it out at the same time too. A zombie property.
Just to recap one thing, when The Last of Us season 1 came out, the showrunners, Druckmann, et al., all those people had mentioned that they did not want to release the series until the Walking Dead season finale finally aired. So obviously they're not coordinating this time around, but...
Well, I said AMC. I didn't say HBO.
Oh.
That's the opposite.
So they're the selfish ones. Okay. Oh.
That's the opposite.
That's what I get for blowing my wad on trying to get this live stream started correctly.
Ew.
My mental wad.
Stop.
Doesn't make it better, does it?
No, it's worse somehow.
I'm shooting mental blanks.
Stop.
How are we doing, TikTok mistress? In the chat.
Stop. I hate
Nothing.
everything that you're saying. I hate everything that's coming out of your mouth right now.
Rachel, how are we doing on talking about the Danae people? I'm just pushing everybody's
Oh my
buttons
gosh.
today.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
what's happening.
I'm in charge now. Forget it.
Oh, what
Forget
else is new?
I go
TikTok
live.
mistress?
I go live more often than you. Clearly,
You do,
I'm
you
in
do.
charge. I'm in charge now. I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
I'm waiting. It's like,
Okay, so we are going to be covering very excitingly, even though we don't know what's happening with Walking Dead properties. Okay, we will be covering Dead City whenever that may come back.
Wait, I already said
We
that.
will cover Daryl
So much for being in
Dixon
charge.
whenever that would come back. We will cover The Last of Us season 2 whenever that would come back. Oh, it's in April or
Oh, hey, pause. I should mention we did say this on social media, but The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon's season 3 principal photography is completed. Officially, AMC finally announced it after the world basically said, first, we knew first because we saw them pack up in a city somewhere that I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, please don't.
What's the final thing you were going to get to? I think it was, right?
Was going to say that we have been given approval to cover Dark Winds season 3, which is not something that we've covered previously, but is quite exciting. And so we will be doing a gigantic episode to cover seasons 1 and 2 to get us caught up. And then we will cover season 3, and those episodes should drop. Date of episode drop is the plan.
Well, when you say approval, you mean AMC emailed us a couple months ago giving us screeners for seasons 1, 2, and most of season 3.
I wasn't sure what I was allowed to say. That's why I was like, wait a second, because I almost said it, and then I was like, wait, am I allowed to say that? Let me just say.
I hinted at it at the end of one of our episodes with the end tag that I usually put for the audio podcast, but it's for video too now. So,
okay.
so I did mention it, but it was still up in the air whether or not we were going to cover the series. Because we were all kind of watching the first few episodes, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, just to give you a little insight into what I'm thinking. And then I guess we all decided as a team, except for Rachel, because she's busy as hell.
Yeah.
So screeners, we got. AMC just gave them to us. They said we need more eyes on this series, basically, when they're saying, would they give us all the seasons? We got the season finale, I think, if it's only 6 episodes. We got that
8.
Is it 8? Okay, so
It's
we got
8,
we got episode 6. May not have even been a week ago.
That's exciting.
So we have 2 more episodes to go. Now, another thing that I'll leave this for Sharon to do. What's so special about season 3?
Well, for all of our Fear the Walking Dead family, Jenna Elfman is going to be joining season 3.
That's right.
I have already watched the first episode because there was no rule against that since I was already
yes, there is. Oh my God.
No, I watched the first episode.
God.
And it's really good.
Okay, fine.
There's a really awesome surprise in it that I can't wait for everybody to see.
Jenna Elfman takes over for
That would be cool, but no.
Zahn McLaren.
No, that's
Is it Bodhi?
dumb. That's so stupid.
Yes, this is the point. Because I could see it now. She's
So
just
dumb.
dressed like him and everything.
That's so dumb, Dave.
She also
It's so
stoops
stupid.
down because she's immensely tall.
If anybody was
For
going to
some
take
reason.
over for Zahn McLaren, it would be Bernadette.
I would even pause right now to say the reason why we're bringing this up now, aside from the Jenna Elfman announcement and all that, which is great. Jenna Elfman, who, in case we're living under a rock and this is not unusual, in case you haven't watched Fear the Walking Dead and are interested, she appears in season 4, Fear the Walking Dead, as not Jenna Elfman, but actually kind of as Jenna Elfman, as June.
She's
Or
also
Naomi,
in season
Laura.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
Naomi.
Yeah.
No, just season 4. She dies and comes back with another name. It's somewhere within season 4, twice actually. It's amazing. So
Fun little fact, though, I have her knives from season 4.
Since
Our
when?
wonderful friend Eliza bought them at the auction and sent them to me. Both knives from Laura, the one that's clean and the one that has the zombie blood on it.
So I mentioned this because I wanted to give you guys a chance to watch the series. And what's been great for the last several months is that many, I would even venture a guess to say all of AMC's catalog is on Netflix for you to enjoy. That means seasons 1 and 2 of Dark Winds. So if you want to catch up and watch along with us, this is something that we have not done for the most part for shows that we want to backtrack on, like, we didn't announce where we're going to do From. We just kind of did it. Here's a series that we would like to watch with you and cover with you. And as episodes 1, 2, 3 of season 3 come out, we're all on the same page. We can delve into the recap all together. Now, the only way, this is a prepend for the fact that the only way to join in these recordings usually is to head over to either kofi.com/squawkingdead, that's ko-fi.com/squawkingdead, or patreon.com/squawkingdead, and just follow us because that's where we post our schedules. It's going to be in the pin post at the top of the posts feed, and there you will get the studio link and also the latest dates and times. We will send you a notification if you are following us when that schedule changes. So when we cover the next thing and the next thing, you'll be alerted to when that schedule changes. Join us in the studio. There is a chat. It's real time, not this minute delay between when you type it in and when we see it. We want you there with us so that you guys can comment on the things that you've seen in seasons 1. And we're going to do like we said earlier, we're going to do season 1 and 2 recap. There's 6 episodes for season 1, 6 episodes for season 2. So it's a total of 12 episodes for both seasons. I can tell you, all of us, I think, watched season 1 at least. I'll say it's not as supernatural or as apocalyptic as our usual shows, I think.
Yeah,
But
that's fair to say.
there is some like spookiness to it, and there's some cliffhangers from things that you thought were resolved but aren't in season 1 that are kind of mysterious and spooky, and the way they explained it is that was the case.
Well, they incorporate Native American mysticism into it.
In mythology, yeah.
I'm not really into the dream sequences and stuff like that, but in this,
Yeah.
it's brief enough and it's meaningful enough to the story. I can deal with it. It's a very gritty.
Based in the early 70s, I think it is.
I think season 1 is in 69 or 70, and then season 2 is a little bit shortly after that. Deals with Native American justice and law keeping and stuff. What drew me to it originally was it's produced by George R.R. Martin and Robert Redford, which can you get any better than that? If you like murder mysteries, it's got a lot of that to it. History. It's just a really great show. Great dynamic between everybody.
The cast is incredible.
You get just chock full of history too. Like up front, they kind of have to front load you with a bunch of knowledge too about, even if you didn't know anything about Native Americans in the U.S. and history and their oppression and all that stuff. You get a lot of that in the first episode or 2 or 3. The first episode's a lot at once, and then it kind of slow burns it off so that we don't have to tell you over and over again, but every now and again we'll remind you this is the way the world is, at least in this time. I think it gives a good perspective into, even, I guess, in some senses, current events.
I don't think that life on reservations has changed a whole lot from the 70s. There's some improvements, but I think it's still a pretty bleak place to live. The casinos and stuff have helped with that and brought a little bit of money into the reservations, into Native American societies, but it's still a very sad situation. For those of you who were Westworld fans, John McLarnon, he played the Native American in Westworld episode Kiksuya, which was about the Native Americans in the park. He's an excellent actor. Super awesome.
I haven't mentioned this much on the show more than behind the scenes, but I was alerted to Zahn McLaren, who's the lead actor of the series, Joe Leaphorn. I was alerted to him from Longmire.
Yep.
And he features very, very prominently in that series. And he was
also
probably
on Reservation Dogs.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He was my favorite actor on Longmire. And I highly recommend you watch it. Oh, you know what? That's interesting. I think Netflix might have gotten rid of Longmire, because Netflix, every now and again, they go through a cycle of shows that they eventually lose their license on. And I think that was one of them.
They did sell it on DVD, which was rare. That was a Netflix original, I thought, but
I thought too, but listen, correct me if I'm wrong. Netflix does sometimes move their originals. I mean, do you remember that period where everybody was kind of making fun of Netflix for green lighting things and then shutting them down almost immediately?
Well,
Movies, series.
That's like their whole thing.
So they're pruning their catalog, basically.
I did want to mention that Noah Emmerich is also in Dark Winds, and you might know him from The Walking Dead. He played Dr. Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
It's like kind of a big deal. There's a little bit of a crossover there too. So
is it Emmerich or Emmerich?
I don't know. I'm probably mispronouncing it.
It's Emmerich.
Longmire is available on Pluto TV and Paramount Plus right now, and Prime.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Dave got excited. Anyway,
I got very excited.
But let's move on to talking about the things we're actually covering, because we're not covering Longmire. Dave.
Why not?
I mean, we could.
Which is a topic of conversation I want to bring up for the audience, by the way.
Surprise, we're covering Longmire.
As long as we're here, I actually kind of wanted to get your feedback. For those 11 of you plus TikTok who are here, I'm really curious to know what you'd like us to cover. I'm going to just say it out loud. There's a part of me that's, because I'm watching the show with Evelyn right now, I'm just kicking my own ass thinking, why aren't we covering Severance? If you guys have not watched Severance, I'm losing my mind rewatching it, finding new details, and going, I know everybody's doing it, by the way, first of all.
That's what's going to literally be my response to you.
But like, it's us. We go pretty, we're us. So we're, right, TikTok mistress? What did Veton say just now?
I'm not responding to that. He didn't say anything.
Rachel, you were going to say something.
He probably left because of what you're saying.
No, I think he stayed because of what I was saying.
Our cook at work was talking about Severance this morning and how good it was. And I love Adam Scott. And I've seen not even previews, but like stills of it.
Sorry. Oh, and to your point, though, about that, the cinematography is just off the charts. Every single freaking frame of the series, mostly still shots, but then they have the motion shots, which is just
They did a crazy promo for it at maybe New York Comic Con. The actual actors were in a cubicle and it was like glassed off to the people around it. And that was like this weird art
like
installation.
In the middle of the floor?
Ooh.
Yeah. In like some public area. I don't remember if it was Comic Con. I don't remember where it was, but I just saw it. Anyway, they were publicly acting out their roles. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I don't have anything to say about it. Everybody and their mom is covering it.
Well, how do you feel about
That's
it?
how I feel about that.
Is it like an obvious, like, we should have been doing it?
I haven't watched it. I don't know.
Oh, you son of a mother.
Why? Why?
Why? Well, you can't say anything then. There you go.
Why? But why would we cover it?
Shut it
No,
down.
make the case for it. Me.
Okay, the visually incredible, but also hidden themes, things that are dropped that don't come back for a while, if at all. We're in season 2, and there are things that were said in season 1 that were like, wait, what happened to that tiny little thing that they dropped in episode 2 or 3? That is interesting, that kind of stays in your mind as you keep watching the series, or forget and comes back with a vengeance.
My husband would say that this is oppositional defiance disorder, but
what you're doing right now?
the bigger case that you're making, the less I want to cover it.
It's like
Honestly,
Rachel too.
the drop it. Well, yeah, no, I was on board with Adam Scott, and then you were like, and then they show you things, but then they don't talk about it forever, and I'm like, yeah, you're losing me.
It's not
right
like that show that we cannot talk about anymore. It's not like that at all.
That's what it's sounding like, though.
I would have to watch it.
It's visually stunning and pleasing to watch, and you don't care. Here's the other thing. It's very quirky. It's like simultaneously dark, and then all of a sudden you'll find yourself laughing at something that is just
that's the Adam
objectively
Scott
goofy.
magic.
It's everybody. Everybody is equally funny. There's John Turturro, but then you've got Christopher Walken in there, and that is objectively anytime he says anything, even subtly.
Now I'm back on board.
She's back. Yeah, there we go. Listen, I know we've this was 7.5 years. Well, 7 years we've been doing this. So
whoever watches this, why don't you give us your opinion as to what you would like us to cover?
Yeah.
Instead of Dave just
speaking of someone watching this, Aiden, what we were laughing at earlier, Aiden had said just opened the stream in a panic because it looked like Rach was in a neck brace. I know she is not. See, she is not, and she looks like Kenny from South Park. Only gray.
Oh my God, they killed Rachel, you bastards!
Never do that again.
I'm still here.
That actually kind of, I knew it was coming, but it still scared me. Do you know what I mean? It still hurt my feelings for some reason.
I do look like I belong in Colorado, though.
Yeah. How's the weather?
It's terrible. It was 11 degrees today. 11 degrees.
I thought it was bad here, like 23.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Feels like 11. But you were saying how your electric bill is really high, and I was going to say about the same for a space.
No, that was me.
No, that was Bridget. I said mine. I keep mine purposely low.
But for the same reason.
I freeze. Yeah.
For barely not even 1,000 square feet. Mine is what I'm trying to remember what you said yours was. It's just under that.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I said $400.
Oh no, it's about 100. I didn't want to say it out loud.
It's fine. I paid it. It was $400.
Mine's 100 less.
Luckily I had to pay it over like several weeks. It's such a big bill. I can't just shut
I know,
up.
but that makes me upset.
Well, I don't have $400 to just throw down an electric bill.
It upsets me.
Well, people
Don't
make
hit
me
someone.
famous so that I can just do this for a living, and then don't make me famous, please, for the love
No,
of God.
please make Bridget famous.
That
and
makes
give her
me so anxious. Please
anxiety,
don't. Actually,
exactly.
please don't do that.
I don't want the fame. I just want the riches.
Please
by the
don't
way,
make me famous.
If you aren't here watching us live, but if you are here, please tell us again in the comments. Let us know what you've been watching, what you've been enjoying. Let us know what you'd like us to cover, because we are interested and we will hit it. We will just go at it. I'm saying things that sound awful.
He is also.
We will look into it.
Within reason.
No,
okay?
no reason.
Within reason.
No reason. Just go at it.
Reason.
Just anime.
Stop.
Let's go. Go. Francisco will join us on stream.
That'd be fine if it was Zom 100. Anyway.
You can do that. I'm not into anime.
I love Zom 100. I would totally cover that.
Yeah. But, we talk about other things too.
No,
Like,
I like
watch
talking about zombies.
Beastar. It's great. Beastars. It's phenomenal.
I'm not watching that. Whatever that is.
You should. I think you'd like it.
No, I don't like it.
If you guys aren't watching it, I highly recommend The Pit.
I'm watching Resident Alien.
Because another show that just
Oh, yeah,
showed
that's
up
a
on
good one.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The Pit is on Max, I think it is.
Yeah, it's like ER again, isn't it?
No, it's like
Again.
ER and 24.
because each episode is an
Had a
hour in the
cesarean.
ER of one day. So instead of having like everything wrapped up in one episode, you're following them throughout the whole day.
I see.
It's
I
really
didn't know that.
good. I'm so mad that I'm caught up and I have to watch it week to week. I just hate it so much.
Is the season not over yet?
No, they're only on episode 7.
So you've only watched 7 hours of what they've done? I'm so confused.
In real life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
You know
It's
the
like
concept of
24.
24,
You don't
right?
remember 24?
I never watched 24.
Oh, but you understand the concept though, right?
No.
Just every episode was an hour in the real
So
world show.
What they're doing is they're showing you like real
That's
time what's
terrible.
going on in the ER. Like at the end of the first hour in a regular show, everything's wrapped up. X person dies, whatever. There's one storyline where a family's losing somebody, and they follow them for like the 5 or 6 hours that they're in there while this is happening. But they also focus on the lives of the doctors and the med students that are coming in.
So is this one of those shows where people have to go to the bathroom because they're like following them around? You never see anybody use the bathroom on a TV show, but if it's if you're watching an excruciating hour of this person's life, they have to go to the bathroom at some point, right?
It's not just
Yeah,
the one person.
It
So
switches to different people.
right. So you get like a sense of time based on what's happening in different settings in the hospital. So
Right.
nothing is wasted.
You're following different doctors. They'll cut from this
Oh.
doctor. Noah Wiley did say that he had to go to the bathroom and like actually went into the restroom in the last
See?
episode. So
And then
I like
switched and it followed another person. So
follow somebody
Okay.
else. So.
I like
yeah.
that.
You didn't watch him go to the bathroom, but he mentioned that he needed to.
But he acknowledged the fact that he's human and had to use the bathroom.
I feel like changing this episode title on YouTube to Rachel likes it when characters go to the bathroom. It'll fit. I promise you.
You know, when it's acknowledged.
That's why her
I
favorite
agree.
episode of Fear of the Walking Dead is when we see Dwight taking a pee on the side of the road.
Well, that and okay, the first time we see, not the first time, when Morgan
Oh, yeah. When we meet
we see him in
Wendell.
the truck stop at the beginning of the
Yeah.
episode. I can forget which one it is.
I can't remember what episode, but that's when we meet
First meet Wendell.
when Morgan meets Wendell. I think it's when the audience meets Wendell too.
Yes.
Yeah, and Morgan's in the bathroom.
Morgan's literally on the toilet.
Yep.
And
And
he
I was
goes,
like, see, somebody go to the bathroom.
Reading a cat fancy magazine.
exactly.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna read, right? I would
Anything
read
but
it.
One of
cat
those things.
fancy, personally. But
Yeah, but if that's all you got, pick up a shampoo bottle. We've all been there. You've never read the back of a shampoo bottle while you're on
of
the
course
toilet.
I
Right.
have.
Thank
Rachel,
you.
everyone has.
Thank you.
I wasn't around before phones.
Right? We've all read the back of a shampoo bottle.
I've read the insert to a tampon box, you know,
Yeah.
whatever you got around.
Yep.
What are the ingredients to this serum? It's not mine, but I wonder
Heather,
what's in my wife's hair or my mom's, whatever.
Heather says
Sister.
she's been watching The Pit, and that's her hometown, so she loves it. And she's also watching
cool.
Paradise on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown.
Okay, that's
I
another
do
series
love
I wish I
Sterling
jumped
K.
on.
Brown.
The first episode is a masterpiece.
I watched the first episode and I haven't watched any more of it. It was good. It's just like I went a different direction and started watching Shogun instead.
I've just been rewatching shows I've watched a million times. So,
Same.
That's where you usually say, "Suck it, Dave." I don't know.
yep.
That's not true. Dexter's Original Sin.
I heard it was really good.
It's very good. Yes.
Tess says all the products in Reach were readable.
Yes.
True.
Amen.
It's like procedurals. You should try High Potential with Caitlin Olsen.
Also getting rave reviews.
High Potential makes it sound like it's about drugs. It's not at all. She's like this super, super smart woman. She's called a high potential individual. She notices details and stuff like that, but she is working as a cleaning lady and she's working in the police station and she helps them solve a case. But every episode, it's her and this other guy solving cases using her super cool intellect.
So it's like Girl Psych.
I never watched Psych, so I don't know, but
That's what it sounds like because he's just hyper observant.
Except Psych
Right.
is never
Yeah.
can never be duplicated.
No.
It's
it could
too
never.
incredible.
I mean, I don't really like procedurals all that much, but I really like High Potential.
I get burnt out on procedurals.
I
You know
like
what
the
mean?
ones
Like,
I
go through
like,
phases,
and I
and
get
then
overly critical of new ones.
Yeah, it's like when somebody tries to convince you to watch a show, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but-
yes.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
You know, I like Caitlin Olsen too.
If you like Kate Olsen, you should watch The Mick.
I did watch it when it
That
was
was a good
first running.
show. That was a
She's
good
also
show.
on Hacks, which is another show I cannot recommend enough.
if you don't know can't connect the name to the face, everybody knows her from It's Always Sunny in
Philadelphia. D.
Yeah. So talk about ubiquity.
Another show I never watched.
I can't believe you haven't.
Nope,
Okay.
didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it? Okay.
Nope.
I don't watch it because I don't really watch like The Offices and The Big Bang Theories.
That
I
is
love all the
nothing
people
like that.
on that show.
They're the worst people on earth.
Yes.
It's Philadelphia Seinfeld, basically.
They're all they're all terrible, terrible people.
It's literally the premise of the show is if you would talk to them, they'd be like, yeah, we wanted to do Philadelphia Seinfeld and how that's different.
It's like the anti-Ted Lasso.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to jump off of the Caitlin Olsen I mentioned to mention a show that I have not mentioned that Evelyn and I are watching, which again, I should remind people, we don't watch the same shows mostly. Mythic Quest on Apple TV. It is absolutely 100% phenomenal. Almost every single frame is funny. Let me give you the premise. It's basically a game development company and all the quirky, idiotic people. The whole premise is basically, how does this company make money? Because it seems like most of the time nobody knows what they're doing, or every position is getting in their own way. It's just funny. How do they even get the game to market? But then they kind of pull through. If you want to talk about growth, people grow through the show, and all through the while, it is funny. It bucks against trend. Like it's self-aware. It knows where it is in time and kind of plays with not current events per se, but just attitudes
Now that we've talked about a bunch of shows that we're not covering,
that you should be suggesting, by the way. That's
that
the
we
whole point.
are attending a convention this year.
No. Oh, yeah, we are.
Are we?
We are in May.
Sometimes I'm not sure.
In May, we've been given press passes officially for the camp in May in Peachtree City, Georgia. So we will be attending there. Dave booked an Airbnb already, so hope you're going.
yeah.
'cause
Okay,
we
that
have
thread.
accommodations.
On our Zoom calls with Garrett and Liz Saunders, we made sure to tell them exactly how much fun they were going to have at camp this year.
Okay,
That's
Because
right.
Garrett and Liz are going to be there.
first timers too.
There was talk about somebody else too in one of the Zoom calls.
Let me explain. This is actually kind of funny. As you may or may not know, you probably don't, but you may have seen the results. Ashley won both a call with Cooper Andrews and the group call with Michael Satrazemis, executive producer, director, Fear the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Tales of the Walking Dead, and Phil McLaughlin, who did the editing for Fear the Walking Dead for the most part for almost all seasons. I decided that rather than schedule two separate calls, I figured I didn't tell Ashley this. I get Coop to crash in on the call with Phil and Mikey. And here I am thinking, oh, this is going to make things easier for me. No, because rather than just, we say 10-minute call, by the way, 10-minute recorded call with the talent. It ends up being a half an hour invariably. This was the longest call because Coop was there actually first, which upset me. First of all, I told Coop to be late on purpose.
He's going to do the opposite of what you tell him.
Yeah. But he showed up and Ashley's like just beaming. It didn't hurt that she had like an uplight or something. And when she was smiling and beaming, it looked like she was literally beaming. The call was an hour and a half long because
my goodness.
Coop, Mikey, and Phil, mostly Mikey and Phil, once they got on there, it was just like a reunion for them. They were just playing off of each other. And the fact that Ashley could just be there at the very least for that, but also sneak in some really good questions in the process was really, again, we're talking about the things that we've been up to. That was the thing that makes me smile in recent days.
It was fun. That was a great call. Cooper is going to encourage Mikey to come to camp.
I would love to finally meet
and Mikey encouraged Phil.
Right.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
So you guys need to message Mikey and tell him to come to camp.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be an official guest or anything like that. We just want him to come by and just walk around with us and experience things with us.
Like Seth does.
Suddenly, Seth.
I mean, I told him you have no idea how many people would be dying to meet and talk to you. Talking about Mikey.
Look, you didn't have to say that because I'd be like, not Phil.
Everybody would be like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I love Phil. I like
funny.
I like Mikey and Phil for different reasons. Like Mikey talks a lot of S, but Phil, he does that thing where like it's not obvious that he's talking S. Suddenly you realize, hey, what did you mean by that?
He's got a very dry sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
If you guys watch any of the calls, I recommend that one first.
Oh, sure, obviously.
Obviously not you in the audience.
Sorry,
You're
audience.
not going to get any of this. I'm so sorry.
These are private conversations for the people who won them, but
unless we
that's why you should keep an
both.
eye on what we're doing and follow us, because you could have won that at the low price of $5 because you could have, honestly.
I cannot tell you how many people, when confronted, like Dawn posted that, like, oh, she took a screen grab of when she was on the call with Garrett Dillahunt, who played John Dory on Fear the Walking Dead, blah, blah, blah. You get it. And everybody was commenting. And I was like, to one person, I didn't want to do it to everybody because that's weird. Like, you're harassing people for saying, oh, cool, you're lucky. No, just one person. I said, oh, how did you get to do that? And I went, well, hey, don't miss out and follow our stuff.
Follow us, you idiot.
Well, I didn't say that, Bridget.
You absolute moron. Why aren't you following us?
But like, don't miss out the next time, you know?
I'm still
my
getting
gosh.
people liking the videos and stuff. It's
My
like,
reels are
dude.
constantly notifying me.
Yeah.
I've archived them, by the way.
Thank
It's like I could not
God.
do it anymore.
thank you. Where were all you people in your $5, all you likers? If everybody liking those videos had donated $5, oh my God, we could have rebuilt Brother Wolf Animal Hospital.
We should say this, because if you ever want to peek into what it must be like, okay, when we released those promo videos for each of the talent that we brought onto this charity giveaway thing that we did, the penny raffle, we did a collaboration request on Instagram. And so what that does is it drops the promo onto their feed. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to social media, people don't care.
They really do not.
Oh, she's so beautiful. And then, like,
I
in
saw
different
such
languages.
weird comments coming through that I was like, all I have to say is when you go to a convention, just be nice when you're talking to the celebrities. They're doing this all day. And y'all, I'm talking to you. Hey, you say weird
You're
stuff.
on TikTok. Tell them on TikTok, mistress.
You say weird stuff out loud, okay? I've been sitting there when you've been saying it because I worked as a handler, and I'm like, that's weird. And you just said that
really?
out loud.
Oh, wow. We should
Why
talk
would you
about
say
this more
that?
often.
Why would you say that out loud? So weird.
We'd never name you, but
I will not, but I will in behind closed doors because I
Right.
will, because I
Yeah.
am messy.
don't mess with this lady or man.
I'm messy and I want people to know
Yeah.
what you said because it was weird.
Well, you want us to
Now I
know.
want to know. I
I'll
need to
tell
know
you
some of
later.
these weird
I'll
things.
tell you
Yeah.
later. It was some weird stuff.
I probably say weird things. I know. Not probably. I say weird things.
Was it
I know
Paul
this.
Wells you were doing the handling?
Robert Hayes.
Yeah.
And then I also did handling for Anthony Azor, and that was arguably probably some of the weirdest stuff that I heard.
Oh, what did Shauna
yuck,
say
I don't
that
like
one time?
I don't
I
like
just want
that.
to say Shauna's name. Hi, Shauna.
Oh,
Nothing to do with her.
Don't call her out like that.
She'll
Stop.
appreciate it. She just wants to know we're
Stop.
thinking of her. So I just thought she's not here.
She's not.
She'll
She
say
will
She
be
didn't
later.
though.
she didn't say
Yeah.
anything weird.
No,
She has
I know.
kids, so she knows. So-
Right.
But some people
She was
have
handling
never,
too.
who have
For the
never
audio
interacted.
podcast, I am making a face right now because
For
Shauna
people-
is Shauna. Still.
For
Shauna's
people who've
awesome.
never interacted with children, like to talk to a child actor
Yeah.
can be very weird.
I was more talking about the Wells thing, the Hayes,
Oh.
Robert Hayes thing.
Oh, well, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's like so
He's a
handsome.
snack. And I'm like, I
He's
don't know,
so
whatever
handsome. So everyone's
people
like,
say.
Gosh.
oh my gosh, you just look so cute. And it's like, okay, well,
Oh,
that's nice, but he's also like a person. So, like, maybe don't be weird.
people are weird.
People are super weird. So, just know that they go through that all day. So if they're not like on when you get to them, don't hold it against them personally because it's exhausting.
I've heard those comments and I've had to run defense for many an
It's
actor.
exhausting.
So,
It's
yeah.
really exhausting. You're on all day and you're talking to people all day, and it's not just that you're talking to them. It's like they want like this magical experience because they've built it up in their head, and that's so hard. So we've got the convention. We've got what we're covering. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to mention?
So let me mention, I think tickets are sold out for the camp, basically.
IVIP is sold out. General admission is not sold out.
Right. So anyways, if you want to go to the camp, you can head over to thecampevents.com. The event occurs on U.S. Memorial Day. You can head over to the page, find out more. It's this year, 2025. So, yeah. It happens in Peachtree City, Georgia, at a different venue. It's the Crown Plaza this year instead of the Hilton Peachtree Convention Center place thing. We won't have a vendor table this year, so you will have to look out for one of four of us throughout the floor. We'll probably be together for the most part, I think, this time around.
You'll see me. I'll be the pink blur running by.
Yeah, I'll be the. No, you won't see me. I'm 5'2", and I blend in quite well. Although, look for the hairy arms, probably summer-ish. So we will be there. We have stickers. If you bump into us and you haven't gotten a sticker, this is gonna be something I say now and probably for the next few months. We all are going to have stickers and stuff on us, and if you don't have it, if you didn't get any, just hit us up and somebody will go, haha, this is for you, and then all that stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant like we were gonna have stickers on us and they could just like come up and peel
them
off.
off of my hairy arms. Ugh. Although if you buy us a coffee on Ko-fi, I'll definitely do that for you. But I don't think you want a hairy back sticker.
What else are we mentioning, Dave?
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. If you have only just shown up, Heather McDowell on Facebook.
Ooh.
That's my girl.
That's a girl.
What up, TS?
That's a private joke that we have explained actually at one point, but we won't. What we have been doing is we finish out from season 3, finish out Silo season 2. You should check those episodes out. They're on Spotify video as well as YouTube video.
And if you want a quick watch, if you're not like engaged in a full series, we did cover Earth Abides. That was a mini series that we covered. It's post-apocalyptic. It's based on a novel from 1954. Sorry, I'm pulling into the recesses of my mind right now.
It was on MGM Plus.
Our final episode has a special guest appearance from one of the hosts from Relishing the Dead,
Carol Jameson.
And that made it very fun. And so if you're looking for like, oh, I want to listen to something when I'm driving to and from work, highly recommend that being your like go-to thing if you're looking for like not a long commitment.
That show surprisingly was very heartwarming by the end of it. And I was very happy to talk about the last 3 episodes. That last episode that we covered, covering the last 3 episodes of Earth Abides, I loved that whole discussion.
It was good. And I got the audiobook and I listened to a lot of it. And so there's a lot of comparison to draw there. That was really cool to kind of uncover. And so that comes up through that series as well. So worth a listen. And I don't know. What do you think, Dave? Is it maybe 6 hours tops?
Our coverage of it, I think, is maybe, did you say 6 hours? I think it's, I don't think it's even more than 4 because the episodes were about an hour a piece, if not 40 minutes. And we covered in 4 episodes, I think it was 6 episodes. It's a very quick watch for you watching us. And also if you've watched the series, I highly recommend it at this point. Knowing that it's a mini series, walking into it, I think you should watch it. Check out our coverage, see if we're on the money with some of these episodes. So yeah. And again, you can watch that on YouTube and Spotify video, as well as your usual audio podcast hunt. So that's what we've been up to. We've been finally almost completing the calls with our talent from our penny raffle for Helene Relief. It's been a blast. We've talked about that for the past whatever, and all the nuances in between, trying to get Mikey Satrazemis and Phil McLaughlin, from their various things to come to the camp. We're going to be at the camp. We're not going to have a table. And the other half of the conversation, the most important part of the conversation, is that we are going to be covering Dark Winds season 3. We're going to have a recap episode of seasons 1 and 2. We want you to watch along with us. As of this announcement, that's a cue for you to stop whatever you're watching. Maybe not the stuff that's coming out in real time. Stop watching The Walking Dead. You see, I finally got Thomas's text.
Turn your phone off, David.
Shut your mouth. Instead of rewatching The Walking Dead season 1 for the 99th time, maybe put a pause on that.
Never. I'll never stop.
Shut
Dave.
your mouth, I said. Why don't you see what's going on TikTok? God damn it.
I am. I'm literally liking the live.
David.
Watch Dark Winds so that you can catch up with season 1 and season 2. You can watch it on AMC Plus. You can also watch it on Netflix if that's more convenient for you. You can watch basically almost all of AMC's shows on Netflix now, just for your information. And I got to say, I haven't opened the app in a long time. There are a ton of shows that look really good on AMC.
I'm going to say this right now. Don't do that. You know what you do? You go to Amazon Prime and you add on the AMC add-on package.
I just meant in general, AMC Plus.
100 times better. I guarantee it. Because Netflix won't let you share with your mom. And you know what? That's messed up. I canceled it and I don't have it anymore. And so I'm really salty about anything good that's on Netflix. So
for anybody that's not Bridget and shares her opinion, just watch the first 2 seasons of Dark Winds so you can catch up with us. Join us in our recap episode. I think we're going to do that maybe in 2 weeks to give them time to watch 12 episodes, 6 for season 1, 6 for season 2.
Kayla has a really important question for you, Dave. Are you going to be dressing up as Sophia again?
we milked that for my birthday yesterday. Anissa posted it. Yvette posted it from their own vantage points, which I didn't hate, actually. I thought it was very thoughtful and lovely, but Rachel started it basically. Everybody kind of followed after that, which I didn't mind. Again, I just say that it's just very sneaky and it worked. It's a viral marketing campaign if I've ever heard one. But again, watch seasons 1 and 2 of Dark Winds so that you can show up in our discussion of it for our recap episode. We will be tackling episode by episode Dark Winds season 3. I should say this because we didn't before, but we will not be having studios for those episodes because we have screeners. We just can't in good conscience I mean, if you want to show up, we can announce it, but like it's going to be talking about things that
No.
have not been released yet.
We can't, Dave. We cannot.
Exactly.
We actually cannot.
Litigiously cannot.
We cannot.
We have the first
We
6
cannot.
episodes of the
They
season.
will be taken away from us like that, and I don't want to lose access
Now,
to
I
that.
think
So,
Dark Wind season 3 starts March 6th, I want to say. 9th.
We gotta get a move
You know,
on.
6 upside down. So March 9th, that's Sunday night, March 9th, I think it is. Watch along with us. Catch up seasons 1, season 2. If you don't care for the recap, I think we just do it for you so that you can get our headspace. Just watch along with us for the season 3 episodes as they're released. This will be occurring probably in tandem or just alongside the release of The Last of Us season 2, which is in April 11th, I want to say. Is that right?
sound right.
On Max. And then Dead City, which we have been kind of kicking around that it may come in April as well. So again, we've got a lot of cool things coming down the pike. And again, I will say this for the folks that are on here right now and for the folks who will plan on watching this later, it doesn't matter what show it is. We want to know what you're watching and what you think, make a distinction, what you think we would be great at covering. We've already said Severance. Please stop because I'm kicking myself. And every time you say Severance in the comments, I will probably do it again. Just know that when you say Severance in the comments,
His testicles crawl up into his body.
yeah, every time you say Severance in the comments, along with my
That's what I want.
testicles climbing back onto, Thomas will text me a picture of an eggplant and 2 eggs, basically. I don't know why he would do that, but he said
That's
he would.
weird. That's
But
weird.
he didn't. So there you go. What's going on TikTok?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The White Lotus, Thomas, thank you. I love The White Lotus, and it's I think it's already out, I want to say. And I just got the email from Max about that this weekend.
Oh, that's a really good question, Heather.
Walton Goggins is in season 3, in case you didn't know. And also talk about Silo. In the first season, it is Steve Zahn, and he's phenomenal.
Yes. Heather just asked if she thinks that she could jump in on season 3 of Dark Winds, or is it necessary to watch the first 2 seasons first?
I think you need to watch the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like,
continuity.
I feel like you'd have to.
There's continuity. It's only 6 episodes a piece, though. 50 minutes, some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are 45, some of them are 40. They're fairly quick episode watches. I should mention another series that I thought Sharon in particular would like because it features badass women for the most part. Why Women Kill. How did I not watch that show a million years ago? Why Women Kill.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
The
show.
first season is phenomenal. It's filmed in 3 vantage points from 3 different time periods. Season 2 follows a more linear story, but does affect, I think, 3 different deaths, basically, is what the series revolves around, basically.
It's been a while since I watched that show. Were there 2 seasons? Were there only 2?
Oh, so far, 2.
Season 1 and season 2 are completely unrelated, totally different stories.
There's some connective tissue here and there, but not, it's very, yeah, they're all but divorced. But again, if we had covered it, I could probably explain it, but judging by my face and my struggling to my joy, I really enjoyed that series. There's a decent amount of complexity to it. It's not like a single note.
As far as Steve Zahn and Walton Goggins, they were also in The Righteous Gemstones season 3 together.
That's right, for that last season. And
Yeah.
we should mention that The Righteous Gemstones is coming out with another
Yes,
season,
and
which
it's in March, I think, or March, April, or March or May. I can't remember when, but it is coming.
that soon
soon.
coming?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they ended off the last season, which was season 3.
Yeah.
They ended off really well. It's like it felt like an ending.
I thought so too, because I was like, well, this feels like this is wrapping it up. But they said, nope, they're going to do one more season. But this is going to be the last season.
Should also mention there's been a lot of Fallout news in the last year or
That's
so,
it.
whatever year that since it's been over, and like things like Macaulay Culkin showing up in the 2nd season, Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone, Fair.
Macaulay,
and
that was The Righteous Gemstone.
so Righteous Gemstones 2 because he's also set to be in Fallout season 2.
Oh, he was Baby Billy's son in Righteous Gemstone season 2.
I think he shows up near the end of season 3 though.
If anybody's looking for a good movie to watch, I highly recommend A Real Pain. We're talking about Culkins, Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg.
I was gonna say, the Facebook guy, you know?
Is that what he won for recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised it made that season.
Jennifer Grey was in it too, but like I literally watched half the movie before I realized that was her.
Well,
Oh, she
That's
doesn't even look
Jennifer
the
Grey.
same anymore.
Yeah.
yeah.
Super good movie though.
I've heard that her performance is actually particularly noteworthy. That's on Hulu, by the way.
A Real Pain is the name of it, and it's on. I think it's on Hulu. I have been watching Shifting Gears. So that's the new show with Tim Allen and
Yeah.
Kat Dennings. And
Evelyn
Jenna's
and I
going to
watched
be
the first episode.
Yeah, she's going to be in that in the next few episodes, I think. She's filming right now.
It's a sitcom.
Right, once you watch it, a few episodes, it's really good. I could do without the laugh track because of those, but
And Daryl Chill Mitchell's in that too, by the way.
yes, Jill Mitchell's in it, and Sean William Scott.
Which is what? Are they billing him as Sean William Scott, or is it Sean Scott now?
I'm not sure.
I think it might be, but it doesn't matter.
He's always going to be Sean William Scott. I'm sorry.
Truly.
Of course.
Yes, the two kids that are on it are really good.
I gotta say, I appreciate that show so much because it's kind of like what we do here is that we come from different places, and the show kind of illustrates that we can come from different places and still be family. We still have different attitudes. It doesn't mean anything really. We have different sensibilities, different political leanings and whatever, because it's clear on the show. It's great to see that people play off of each other and it be okay. And I think I like that.
He'll always be Stifler.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He will.
Sean William Scott from American Pie.
Just like she'll always be Stifler's mom. I don't care what she plays in. She will forever be Stifler's mom.
Also in White Lotus seasons 1 and 2.
I really tried White Lotus. I tried and I just couldn't get into it.
I can't believe that you don't like it. You might have to hang in there if you're not already captured by the music and visuals, because that's what really hooked me. Bridget looks like she's about to say something.
Is there anything else that we were going to mention on this live? Okay.
We're talking
we're
S.
just like, we've gotten like really
What are you,
far
Dave?
off.
Dave is the one who
No,
does that.
I'm the one who
Excuse
goes
me.
live more
No, you
frequently.
say it,
So I'm
you're
like,
passive
It's
aggressively say it afterwards. Be like,
It's been so long since we've all been together that
Yeah.
we're just like
I know,
super
we're
excited
just
about it.
talking.
I do think we should wrap this up like Bridget
It's
said.
my bedtime.
Just to wrap it up, the most important thing to take away from this conversation is that we will be covering Dark Winds. We want you to watch along with us. We'll give you a couple weeks to watch seasons 1 and season 2. There are only 6 episodes apiece, and we will be covering each and every episode of Dark Winds season 3 when it comes out on March 9th. 9 p.m.s on AMC. 9 p.m.s on AMC. Sure, we'll stick with that.
Sure, yeah, it's plural.
And I do want your comments for those of you who weren't here during the live stream. I do want to know what you guys are watching and what you think would be great for us to watch and perhaps even cover. You can say Severance as many times as you want, and I will still kick myself because it upsets me every single episode I watch with Evelyn, which I'm finally up to season 2, and I hate myself. Same thing with Paradise, by the way, and that's not Evelyn's fault or anybody else's fault.
Well, we can't know.
We can't know. Like you
We
said in
can't
the
know ahead
chats.
of time.
And if you like what you've heard, head on over to ratethispodcast.com because this will be a podcast episode. Ratethispodcast.com/SQUAWKING. 5 stars and a Severance is all we need to know that you love us. I don't know. You figure it out.
An eggplant with 2 eggs.
No, just a computer terminal and a mouse trackball thing. But tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. Tell us what you think we might have missed in this announcement thing. I know we probably didn't say some things that we probably should have, but do that after every single episode. And if you really like what you've heard, head on over to, first of all, our YouTube channel and subscribe to and enable no notifications or all notifications so you don't miss the thing.
Enable none of them.
Well, some of them are subscribing to their favorite podcast platforms like Spotify, where they can also watch us, but it would help for us to subscribe no matter whether you turn on all notifications or not. We would appreciate just the subscribe because it helps us with monetization and all that stuff. We actually finally, is another thing that happened. We didn't say out loud on an episode. We reached over 1,000 followers. We were there.
Yay!
We were almost there when we covered Silo's season finale, but we got there during the episode discussion, not even the episode release.
If you really, really, really love us and you really, really, really want to help us and you're okay with watching us on not your favorite podcasting platform and you're like, I don't care if I watch you on Spotify, I could watch you on YouTube, go to YouTube and watch us so that we can be monetized.
Yeah. It's like Bridget's stance on Netflix. It's like, I don't support YouTube. It's like, no, but still, can you subscribe? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe.
Please
it's
help
not like
us be
Netflix where it
monetized.
keeps costing more, right? Netflix is out of control.
They keep upping the prices and then they wouldn't allow you to share. And that's when I canceled it. Because why am I paying you $20 a month for you to tell me that my mom can't watch it? You're a monster. If my mother wants to watch it, she can watch it.
My
And
mother-in-law
my
is the same
cousin
way.
and probably an ex somewhere. I don't care. They should all be able to watch it at the high cost of $20 a month. Is how
Spoken
I
like a
feel.
true millennial. Everything is free. I'm entitled to everything, even though everything costs more because I keep giving away things for free. Healthcare is a human right. Anyway,
Hi,
so
Bill.
What?
we can,
What?
I thought I'd
that
throw a
got
curveball.
weird. That got really weird.
I don't know. Anyways.
Also, okay, bye. Love you, Heather.
Hi.
I can't wait to see you
Hi,
either.
Bill Harrell.
And please, hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill. Yeah.
Hi, Bill. Thank you for the birthday wishes,
Hi,
by the way.
Bill.
Last but not least, if you aren't, please consider following us, just following us. If anything at all, just follow us. It also costs nothing to do on either Ko-fi or Patreon. That's ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead. It's where we post our recording schedules. It's where we update our recording schedules. There'll be a little calendar for you to click on so you can keep track of them. It doesn't matter. You'll know when you follow us. You'll get a notification when you follow us there. If it tickles your fancy, you could tip us on Ko-fi. It's the only place where you can tip us. And that will enable you to get 30 days of our supported back content and instant and forever access to our Discord. Join a membership tier. When you do, you'll get even more access to more channels on our Discord, as well as a whole bunch of perks in the Ko-fi shop and the little tiny things that you can get from digitally and otherwise from ourselves, because we love you. And if you happen to join the Whispers, Survivors, or Great M tier, you will get a free classic t-shirt upon signing up. And join the Survivors and Great M tier. You can show up alongside us on these episode breakdowns. That would be great, because that's a great tier. The Great M tier is the greatest ish tier, and the Survivors tier is a wonderful little perk that allows you to join us in the studios as a junior host. I've been your host, David Camion. I was joined by
Me. I'm Cosmo Mom 09. Boom.
Lacey Gardner.
And Bridget. You can find me at ko-fi.com/punkybrewster. That's PUNKYBRUISETER, or at youtube.com/@punkybrewster, PUNKYBRUISETER, and go like and subscribe that. And you know what? I might cover all the episodes of Buffy.
I'm so glad you said that instead of Severance.
Buckle up.
He's like, you know what?
And also I'm covering Severance now.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. We'll see you later. God damn it.